Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gfinity UK CSGO Championship. I'm Richard Lewis. I've had to stick my glasses on. I had a bit of a contact lens malfunction in the break. I don't mind. It's all right. You know. So we've made it. Look at this. A trinity of people all wearing the same specs. It's unreal. Basically, it's like a before and after shot. You've got before and way before. Right. And it all went wrong. Anyway,
nice timeline.
Yeah, you like that, mate. I just come up with this stuff. I'm pretty funny. Anyway, so look, let's get into talking about what we've seen already so far today. We've had a cavalcade of UK CS, and hasn't been any surprises really. We saw Infused absolutely batter Radical Esports in their first game. Radical Esports only managed to get 4 rounds across 2 maps. Pretty much tells the tale of that particular tape. Easy Skins came up against Fish 123. They were looking hugely impressive on the first map, a 16-2 on Mirage. Yep. And then it all gets a bit kind of back and forth, less polished, struggle to kind of get over the finish line, but finished 16-11 against Fish 123 for another 2-0. Now, while we're waiting for the semi-finals to get ready, there is a game that is underway at the moment, and that is between who we were just talking about before the break, Molotovs and Marshmallows.
You love that
and
name.
Infused. It's terrible, guys. It's going to be M&M. I hate to break it to you. And Infused Gaming, who, of course, we saw. Now, this potentially is a test for them, but Team Infused did win the first map. It was 16-7 on Cobble, so they've already got a map in the bag, and we're going to go into Dust 2 now, and it's going to be me and you doing the casting. So just before we get into that game, kind of, I'll ask you a few thoughts about this matchup. The way Banks was selling it was well, you can't write these people. Infused have got this, surely. Come on.
No, I actually don't think you can write Eminem off. Like,
wow.
JT as well used to play with Infused, so I'm sure he's going to be looking for a bit of revenge as well. So, I don't know, man. Like, there's some good players in this Eminem lineup, but once Critical gets going, like, and is on fire, then, to be fair, he's a very, very difficult player to try and stop. But again, it's a team game, so honestly, it's UKCS. Anything can happen.
It is, yeah, but anything can happen. I mean, literally anything can happen, except get 10 players on a server and start a game on time.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. But well, so quick prediction. Do you think Infused will close this out on Dust 2?
Yeah, I do.
All right, then. Well, look, Kyanite, you're going to sit there like, you know, I don't know, just the third.
Looking pretty.
Yeah, the 5th wheel.
Just in case the camera randomly comes on
yeah,
again.
Mate, trust me when it does. All right, be ready for that. But yeah, thanks for your thoughts. James, me and you will dip into this game. So we have had the knife round. It's going to be Infused on the CT side, M&M on the T side, and it is going to be Dust 2, a familiar setting for Counter-Strike if ever there was one.
Every time I hear M&M now, I'm just going to have a little giggle to myself because of you, Rich.
Yeah, maybe there's a better thing. I might just call them the Marshmallows. If they're doing well, I'll call them the Molotovs. Right? If they're doing bad, they're getting called the Marshmallows. Anyway, the pistol round is up and running, and you can see that M&M are just going to go for this short force. They're just wolf-packing it up short right now. And again, no smokes, no flashes. They're just going in raw. Aaron's going to get the call. He's going to put that nade in. He's going to do some damage to Critical on the flank. He's going to get 2 headshots over the silent USP. Aaron's going to pick up another one. Critical's going to get his 3rd. Vertigo is the last man standing for the Molotovs and Marshmallows. He's spamming away, unable to get a kill. And, well, you can see the gun is called the Super Soaker 9000 there. Turns out he did about as much damage as a Super Soaker would have done from long. Really struggling, so it feels like he's delaying the inevitable, but who knows? Maybe we're about to see something special. 50 seconds coming up on the clock. Vertigo is able to do some damage. He knows he's going to get pushed from short. He has a good spatial awareness here. Saw the leg there, isn't able to do anything. When Dansky gets that 1 bullet onto Vertigo. And got to say, Critical having a great tournament so far, and really came up flush, came up clutch there for his team with some great headshots.
Yeah, it was a push onto short completely with one staying back at A long. And, well, short, they just got demolished thanks to Critical. Happily dealing with them. Very good round from Infused to start off with. And once again, Critical with the scout. He's challenging the middle there. Kinder's coming out with the Tech 9. Ooh. And you see Critical trying to get off the shots with the scout. Can't quite make anything of it, but they've got a bit of information to go with. And Cookie with that MP9 is going to be in place to make sure no one comes out of middle. They are just currently dabbling with that.
Well, you can see it is an aggressive buy here for Molotovs and Marshmallows. They are going for that double Scout and Tech 9 combination, which we see a lot of the pro teams pull out. It's definitely effective. JT's been taken down quite low there. They haven't been able to use these Scouts. They haven't been able to get in a position to get tags. You can see Cookie just heard somebody there, uses a flash, isn't able to be aggressive enough to get the kill, but they are going to go up short. I'm not too sure if this is the right idea. Oh, well, maybe it is, because Vertigo's going to get a brilliant headshot on a Windansky, but here comes the Cavalry. Zed with a P90 kill, critical at long. He's been making the Scout sing all day long. Hasn't been able to land any critical tags here, so the bomb is going to go down. Very good round so far for M&M. Vertigo's going for that jump Scout, trying to take out the Cavalry at long. He is able to do it. Takes down the all-important critical, while Aaron comes round on the flank, and you can see they've got 2 players with Tech 9s. It's not a great plant for M&M. And is the defuse going on? Well, no.
Yeah, it seems like they're a bit unsure what to do.
Actually, it is. Yeah, you can see they're going to win this round. They can't do anything there. And it's Roma. What can you do? Who's going to get that final headshot? And that is a great way to answer back. That's a very well executed round. Didn't look like it was going to work at one point, but they forced the issue. Couple of great scout shots, and they were in.
Yeah, Vertigo changed it around with a scout shot as to get into the bomb site. Once that bomb was down, Team Infused could have had it had they managed to stay on that bomb defuse. But look at that from Zed. Zed manages to take down Vertigo. And critical with a scout shot as well. Scout's proving powerful. And we could see this flip around. Null and Roma, the ones with the AKs. 1 AK's down already as well. So that's going to be Tech 9 and AK only left for the Molotovs and Marshmallows. 5 versus 2 already straight into this round. Action-packed straight away. And it's going to put them on a very, very tricky situation to deal with here.
Well, absolutely right, James. You can see that they weren't able to really get momentum, and of course that there was money in the bank for Infused, and they kind of counterbought, if you like, basically mirrored their tactics, and it has reaped dividends here. Rome are able to get a spray down at long, but that's going to be his last contribution as Zed picks up the kill. So it's tit for tat, eco for eco, and 2-1 to Infused. So Molotovs and Marshmallows here. Looks like they're going to go... No, they are going to pick up some Tech 9s. They're going to pick up an AK as well. So I don't know if that was intentional there.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of miscommunication.
Or a bit of a miscommunication, but Null has picked up this AK. So huge pressure on his shoulders. And you can see Aaron's just able to shut down the long push. Good combination of Molotovs and Flash coming in. And Null only took some mild burns there. Some... first-degree burns, nothing too serious, and he is able to get the kill. And look at Roma coming around from short. Great flank. So Cookie Monster now is having to call for the cavalry, and Null is making this AK really work for him. And all of a sudden, it's just Zed with the scout that's left in a 1v3. So he's going to go along here. I don't know what you can really do about it. Probably just going to play for some exits. And boom, he's not even going to do that. So if that was a miscommunication... That
was the best one they could have hoped for.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets right there.
3 kills for Null with that AK-47. Secures a second round on the board for his team. 2-2, it's all even Stevens. And Infused being pushed once again into the scout and pistol situation. Couple of 5.7s and a P250 up on the Cookie Monster.
Well, that's going to really give Molotovs and Marshmallows a very good platform here on this difficult T side of Dust 2. And just having a look, yeah, the money mightn't be too bad for them. Yeah, this is looking very good indeed. If they're able to win this round, it's really going to put Infused in a bad place. So, huge round from Null. And got to give credit to Roma there as well. The way he flanked, that was some excellent coordination. Looks like, anyway... we're going to have this B push. You can see the bomb is in that tunnels area. The Molotov's gone down, and Zed with the scout. He's trying to do some work, but he's been taken down to 5 HP. But look at this from Zed and Cookie Monster there coming in. And he gets a little jump tag there as well. So Vertigo and JT able to answer back, but Aaron gets a headshot onto Vertigo. And look how low Molotovs and Marshmallows are. So this is just, again, looks like we're going to see the unthinkable. We are. They're going to force by the 2 scouts and pistols and win another round.
It's going to be the game of force by wins. That was for Zed right there. When he came in, he was dropped down to about 4 HP and still managed to pull off 2 scout shots to do the damage on the remaining terrorists to put them to the low health they were on. He was instrumental.
Wasn't in a great position either.
No, he's pushed back.
Yeah, been forced back by the flames of the Molotov. Did a great counter flash, was able to get 1 tag, 2 tag, and that did the damage. Aaron, though, was in the right place at the right time to capitalize with that pistol. 3-2 to Infuse. So far, it's all about who's going to hold their nerve. But Molotovs and Marshmallows have that money. They are able to pick up an AWP now, so Vertigo's got an AWP. Does like to use that weapon when he can. He has played in lineups where he hasn't always been a designated AWPer.
Now we can see Vertigo's got the AWP here for the T side. And that's going to make it a little bit interesting to see how he deals with Critical, who's obviously got the scout, and what he'll be able to open up onto the bomb site they choose. At the moment, we can see it's a lot of control around mid. We've got 1 towards A long and 1 towards B, but the bomb has been placed to B, which could be a sign of things to come. And
it's really both teams in a sort of Mexican standoff here, which is the smart way to play it. We've had some rock'em sock'em robots, 2 teams just standing there force buying against each other over and over again and somehow making it work, but
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, that has to stop. So they're playing it slow. People are looking for just getting the picks now. 35 seconds on the clock, and there's Critical with the scout. So that answers your question, James. What can Vertigo do against Critical? Not much.
Lose a head.
Yes. Head took cleanly off the shoulders. And that's going to force the T's into this wraparound B split here, coming from that mid area. They are going to get in, and Cookie Monster and Zed are able to pick up a couple of kills. Zed with his second, while JT's trying to do what he can. Well, he had an opportunity to get a 3rd kill there, wasn't able to do it again. Aaron, right place in the right time to capitalize with that P90. The old Pro 90 coming to the rescue of Infused. 4 rounds to 2. And Molotovs and Marshmallows, despite some good force buys, despite their economy looking good, lose those 2 rounds, and you're as broke as grease.
Yeah, they were better on the force buys. Maybe they should have just stuck to that in the end, but Infused got a 2-round advantage, and now they're going to have them on the eco. Look at this from Cookie Monster. 3 superb kills there. Comes up middle, surprises them completely when they're on eco. Aaron finishes off null. It's only JT remaining. He's got the scout, does manage to do away with Critical, but he's got to deal with 4 members of Infused, and I don't fancy his chances.
No, and it's interesting he's actually going to go for it, and yeah, he didn't
Maybe
fancy saving
save.
scout. I guess because they'd pushed up middle, he knew there wasn't really a lot of places to hide. There weren't many nooks and crannies. But of course, that's just a great read there from Infused. You know or expect that Molotovs and Marshmallows are going to be on an eco round. Why not push mid? Get that intel. Worst case scenario, you run into a stack and they're holding spawn, you die. At least you got to make that call. Sure, you give them a gun. It's not the worst thing in the world. But he was able to just run up there and just get a bunch of kills. Round was pretty much shut down before it began.
I think it's going to be interesting to see what Molotovs and Marshmallows can do with just a full AK rifle setup here. Looks like they're going to be heading on to short. Critical's in a great position. And, oh, he misses the first shot. JT rips off his head. It's all going to be up to Windansky on the A-bomb site for now. And you can see Cookie Monster at middle. They're taking it slow. The Molotovs and Marshmallows aren't overcommitting just yet. JT's going to flash out towards middle. The bomb has still been dropped to the top of mid. They've got 1 player towards the A-bomb site, looking up towards that and getting it. Cookie Monster being completely smoked out here at CT spawn. It's going to null and void him. Zed, though, nice position. Scene 1. He knows exactly where they're going.
He's let them get up there, and that's going to be smart within the context of this round. So Zed's going to be able to jump up and boost on that box. They know they're in short. He's going to give the intel. It's Vertigo, actually, in CT spawn. That's going to get the kill. And Windansky hadn't. He just misjudged how much they got out. So actually, they went from knowing exactly where they were, and they just weren't able to capitalize Infused. And it's all predicated on that opening pick on short, where they took down Critical. Critical missing their first shot. He's probably missed all day today. So Aaron hiding in the pit, and the pit of shame, as it is for Infused. Null gets that final kill. 5-3. Wonderful change of pace there from Molotovs and Marshmallows, though. They went fast at the start. They just grouped up. They ran up short. They got the pick on Critical. Then instead of trying to force the issue, they dropped back. They held that mid area. And maybe a little bit of a mistake there by Zed to not take that free kill and let them push up short. But ultimately, Molotovs and Marshmallows played that tactically astute.
Yeah, definitely. And Zed, he was playing it smart. He was playing it for the long game, but I don't think he expected his team not to make it that far. But 5-3 is your score right now. Still in favour of Infused. Molotovs and Marshmallows did just pick up the last round. And Zed's got the AWP this time. Critical's opted for a FAMAS. Cookie Monster still holding towards middle. And Molotovs and Marshmallows are keeping it nice and split, but they are favouring this A bomb site still. Got one in the lower B tunnels. The rest are making their way up short with the bomb as well. And Critical, he's just giving it a scout. He's trying to look. He's got his FAMAS in hand, but he's just trying to see what he can see. Oh, he's just maybe seen the corner of JT there. And yes, he does. Gets the kill. Will open up and be the first kill of this round. And let's see what the Molotovs and Marshmallows are going to decide to do now. They're still unsure and undecided. They're trying to get that pick, trying to get that kill. Vertigo looking through the smoke. Could not see that player getting close range at middle.
So, again, slower round coming in here. And, well, there's Zed with that second kill. That's going to prove to be very important. He's just spamming away through the smoke. Here comes the Molotovs coming in. Windansky in the perfect place there. And ultimately, oh, well, Vertigo does get the pick on him, but Critical's going to get that final kill. And Infused red Molotovs and Marshmallows really well there. In the end, they lost just too many people to be really able to capitalize and force the issue on that B-bomb side. Yeah,
and Molotovs and Marshmallows, they're just relying on getting a pick there. All they need to do is try pick up the kills, and then they'll react on it. But if they don't get that, or they go a man down, they almost seem lost.
Yeah, well, yeah, that can happen. I mean, I'm looking at the team. I wouldn't say there's necessarily a strong leader in the team, but they are a group of players that have all played with each other for a long period of time. They know each other's games, and they should be able to react to things when they're going wrong. But so far, Infused have come back nicely. They've negotiated some choppy waters, and they're now going to be 7-3 up after that eco round from Molotovs and Marshmallows.
Yeah, 4 kills from Aaron that round. And he's been on form all day from what we've seen from him. Just as an older player, an old school player, definitely making his mark right now.
I think we're getting into the elderly player territory with Aaron. I mean, seriously, it says it all that when we were doing the pre-show, Red Eye was saying, well, he was a young kid when I first started playing, so... And, of course, they'd only just invented electricity when Paul started playing, so... That's as far back as it goes. Null with a great pick there from lower B onto Critical on that short area. And, again, Critical being dead means that they lose that short control. Vertigo, who I've got to say, I have seen him use the auto quite a lot in his career. He does like to use that gun. It's not just something he's picked up for novelty value. There was a running joke that he was the best auto sniper player in the UK. He used to do it all the time.
And that gun is extremely annoying to deal with.
Yeah, well, when he was in, I think it was the Dignitas lineup that he played in, he was absolutely lethal with it. Anyway, JT going to pick up another kill, and you can see that Zed is in the proverbial rock and a hard place. Don't even think he's going to be able to save this up. No, he isn't. JT catches out Zed. 7 rounds to 4, and again, great answer back there from Molotovs and Marshmallows. And let's be clear here, this in the current meta, you know, if you can even get to 6 T rounds, you're in a good spot.
Yep, definitely. With the current meta of how it is, if they can achieve that, they're looking in a position where they can just laugh. And 7-4 right now, Infused, they've kind of got the momentum. They're looking very confident, and Molotovs